Greetings to all. Myself Vaishnavi, Assistant Professor IT Department from SNS College of Technology. Now we are going to see about the implementation levels of virtualization in cloud computing and its applications. Implementation levels of virtualization. Virtualization can be implemented at the multiple system levels. Each level offers the different flexibility, performance, and then isolations. Here we have the problem statement as an embedded system lab needs to execute the program compiled for the different processor architecture. The host and the guest machine uses the different instruction set which virtualization implementation approaches require. This is the problem statement. We go with the solution under the DT based. So we have the 5 stages. First one is an empathize. In empathize, we find the hardware cost, multiple OS need, and then low utilization. Second stage will be the define stage. It resource inefficiency, management complexity. Third stage is an ideate stage. Here we have the virtualization levels, isolation, and the scalability. Fourth one will be the prototype, the hypervisor, virtual machine setup, and the container deployment. Fifth stage will be the testing stage. It happens the performance, scalability, and the cost reductions. So overview of the implementation level. Here we have the 5 levels: instruction set architecture level, hardware abstraction level, operating system level, library support level, user application level. First one, instruction set architecture level. Here we defines the storage resources, instructions that manipulate the data. It corresponds to the machine and assembly language levels, and it enables the execution of the programs compiled for the different architectures. And then example of the ISA level will be it achieved using the ISA emulations. It creates a virtual ISA on any hardware platforms. And then ISA level emulation technique, it interprets the guest instruction on the host machine. Here we have the two major methods. First one will be the interpretation. It executes the instructions one by one. Second one will be the binary translation. It converts the blocks of code. Next one, CPU virtualization at the ISA level. The guest instruction include the user level instructions and then system level instructions. Here we have the two execution approaches, that is emulation and the direct native execution. In emulation, the different guest and the host ISA happens, but in the direct native execution, same ISA. Next one level will be the hardware abstraction level. Hardware abstraction level, virtualization implemented directly on the bare hardware. It creates the virtual hardware environments of the virtual machines. It manages the physical resources like CPU, memory, and then input-output device management. And then features of the hardware abstraction level, it improves the hardware utilization. Multiple users shares the resource concurrently, and it can support the guest operating systems. The example will be the Zen hypervisor and this 86 machines. Third level will be the operating system level virtualizations. In operating system virtualization occurs at the OS kernel level, allows a multiple isolated user space instances. These instances are called the containers and the software containers. OS level virtualization, the characteristics will be it creates an isolated container on the physical server. The containers behave like a real server and used for the deployment, testing, and then development. It provides a portability and the consistent environment. OS level virtualization, the advantages will be the very low overhead, high performances, and then high scalability. The limitation will be it cannot run the different guest OS kernels, uses the same host OS kernel. Fourth level will be the library support level. Library support level is also called as an user level application binary interface virtualizations. It creates an execution environment to run alien applications without running a full virtual machine. It focuses on the application compatibility rather than the OS virtualizations. The working and examples of the library support level will be it achieved through the API call interception and remapping. It controls the communication between the application and the system using the API hooks. The example will be the Vine. The advantages will be it will very low implementation effort, and the limitation is poor flexibility and the isolations. Fifth one will be the user application level. Here, virtualize an application as a virtual machine. It also known as a process level virtualization. Application runs as a process in a traditional OS. So here we have requires an application virtualization layer. It replaces the parts of the OS environment. It intercepts all the disk operation of the application. It redirects the data into the virtualized locations. Thank you.